Hello and welcome to the installation video of our E36 or E46 rear lower control arms or rear camber arms. We're going to have started is going to be the pair of the control arms themselves. On the hardware sheet, you're going to have a pair of the thin spacers, 4 of the medium spacers, 4 thick spacers, and 4 misalignment spacers. Now you may have some extra spacers because we do account for if our customer is going to use them for the factory subframe or our subframe, so you may or may not have some extra spacers. And that pretty much concludes it over here. We're gonna go ahead and get these installed on the car. So here we're gonna be installing the rear lower control arms. Now we're gonna go ahead and install it to the apex crossmember. However, the process is pretty much identical when installing it to the factory crossmember. So first, you're gonna grab the 4 misalignment spacers that look like this and install them onto the bearings onto the rear lower control arm. So once you have the misalignment spacers installed, you can go ahead and reuse the factory bolt, but here he's using the apex rear subframe. So we're gonna use the bolt that's supplied with the subframe. We're gonna go ahead and slide the bolt in, followed by 1 of the thick spacers, followed by 1 of the medium-sized spacers, followed by the control arm itself, followed by another spacers. Now we do supply extra washers just in case if you have a little bit of space and the spacers are just a little bit too thick, that you can use a washer to split the difference. So then you can go ahead and toss a nut onto the other side and then torque to 30 to 40 foot-pounds. And then go ahead and torque to 20 to 25 foot-pounds if you're running the bolts from the apex subframe. Otherwise, factory specs if you're using the factory bolts and the factory subframe.